Hello everybody and welcome back to BoroBs channel, and I'm just going to do a small review of the game that happened between Rennes away at Rennes versus Chelsea. But before we get to that, guys, please, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're new. Please leave a like and also get engaged in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think about the game. So here we go, guys. 2-1 to Chelsea against Rennes, and this was not far from the best we've seen from Chelsea. However, a win, a goal from Hudson-Odoi, a pass from Mason Mount, and a beautiful exchange between Cesc Fabregas and Mason Mount in social media, talking about how, you know, Fabregas is a fan of Mason Mount, and because that was Cesc-esque, that pass was beautiful. He wins the ball and he puts it over the top for Hudson-Odoi, and Hudson-Odoi maintains that his composure in front of goal. And finishes it off, and we go 1-0 to the good. We are definitely worthy of the 1-0 lead. At the time, we were playing quite well, and then we are a bit unlucky. Tammy Abraham gets himself in a tangle in the box, and somehow the referee gives the decision to a Rennes player. It looked like a penalty to me, but the referee was not looking. And in the second half, it looked like one of those halves where basically our game plan was to somehow see it out and sort of with half an eye on the Spurs game, because that's what it looked like to me. And inevitably we conceded because we deserved to concede, and Mendy was doing his best to keep us in the game. He made some fantastic saves. Again, Mendy was amazing in this game. Despite that, we went 1-1, and then I was thinking 5 minutes ago they could actually win this because they had the momentum. And then credit to Frank, the super subs, N'Golo Kante, Hakim Ziyech, and Olivier Giroud all got involved for this goal. Kante gets the ball back in midfield. I think Rennes is so desperate to win the game, they try and go on an attack, try and and sort of dribbled right through our midfield. But Kante's there. He nips it in front of their midfield player and gets the ball back, and then Hakim Ziyech gets the ball, and then Timo Werner misses another chance. We're going to get to Timo Werner in a bit, but then the ball loops into the air, and guess who's there before everyone else? It's that man, Olivier Giroud, with a beautiful header that they desperately see the ball go into the back of the net. Rennes are heartbroken, Chelsea are ecstatic. We get a win that perhaps we don't deserve based on our second half performance. Based on our first half performance, we definitely deserve the 3 points. But we take it. We are in the round of 16 already. And that was huge because, you know, in the Champions League, you never know. Even if it's an easy group, sometimes you can get knocked out. Sometimes it takes time to qualify. But we've made it to the second round, to the round of 16, and with time to spare, which means we can rotate our squad. We won't be rotating for the next game because it's basically against Sevilla. Whoever wins that next game is basically going to end as table toppers. And we need to end as table toppers because last 2 times we did not end as table toppers, and we got Barca and Bayern, and we got knocked out. We got very well beaten in both those legs. So that's something we have to look at. Getting on Timo Werner now. Should we be worried about Timo? I think that's a legitimate question, because Timo is the kind of guy that he relies on goals. He reminds me a lot, not in terms of completely stylistically, but there are similarities to Salah. In terms of he gets himself in a lot of attacking positions. His pace, willingness to run behind the defense consistently gets him in a lot of great positions to score goals. But he does, like Salah, miss his fair share of chances. And today he missed a couple of chances, which was very unlike him. He should have scored a few goals today. The good thing is the rest of the team is playing well. Timo Werner is getting himself in those positions. So inevitably, he will score very sooner rather than later. I'm predicting he'll score against Spurs. I have a feeling that he's going to score in that game. Anyways, guys, this was just a small review of the game that happened. We got to keep Giroud, don't we? We got to keep Giroud. That's another thing. We have to keep Giroud. We can't let him go in January. I know he wants to leave, but we have to make sure that we keep him at the club. Even if there's like a 8, 9, 10 million pound bid. He has 6 months left. Some club might be willing to pay that kind of money. I would be surprised, but you never know. I would say keep him because he is the kind of guy who gives us a legitimate plan B, and he's a perfect plan B. You know, he's the kind of guy you bring on as a sub, and he has such an impact because he's so physical. He holds the ball up so well. He's such a good header of the ball, and we need Giroud in the up and coming, especially around December, January time when the fixtures are going to get even crazier. So we are going to definitely need Giroud, and we are going to hopefully, it's going to be enough. It's going to be enough. I mean, the promise of a Premier League title hopefully is enough to keep Giroud in Chelsea at least until the summer. I definitely think we need to keep Giroud. Whoever we get, as far as I'm concerned, as that second option on the bench will be a downgrade from Giroud, because Giroud is a perfect plan B. I just think he's prem proven. He knows the league, and hopefully he hasn't won a Premier League title. The allure of a Premier League title is enough to keep him in the league. So, anyways, guys, that was a small review of the game. Oli G with the winner. Everybody sort of played well. Some of the guys. I think Jorginho was a bit concerning. Everyone apart from Jorginho played decent. I'm not gonna criticize anyone too much. But guys, that was just a small review. I'm gonna get back to you guys for the Spurs game. Right before the Spurs game, I'm gonna do a review. I'm gonna review some of the other games in the Champions League as well after tonight's games. I'm gonna get back, guys. Until then.